Now, another thing related to functions, which you'll see quite a bit in this course, is that you can define functions inside of functions. Now, when writing vanilla JavaScript code, this often might not make too much sense. But it will make more sense in the context of React, as you will see later. Nonetheless, you can define a function, for example called init, which then contains another function defined inside of it. For example, a function named greet, which console logs something. Then, inside of init, you can execute greet, but you can't execute greet outside of init, because greet is now defined inside of init, and therefore it's scoped to this init function, which means it's only available in there, just as a variable you would define in here would only be available inside of init and not outside of it. And therefore, inside of init, you can execute it, but outside of init, you can't. Here, though, we can execute init because init is scoped to the overall file, since init is not nested into another function. And therefore, with this code here, if you reload this, you will see that we do output high, so that this code here does get executed, because in the end we're executing this function, which then internally calls greet, which is this function here that was defined inside of init. So you are able to define and execute functions inside of other functions. And again, whilst this is not something you might be doing too often in just JavaScript, it is something you'll do a lot, as you will see throughout this course, when writing React code.